way that the camera saw, like you got to be sitting up to like, yeah, I think all the way back.
Yeah,
it's not
okay.
look that good.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is SP Hustle Hard. And like we said, this is boots on the ground. We in the building. I'm here with my co-host in the building all the way from San Diego. We outside.
Better love.
Better love. Real shit. Listen, we gonna
outside Cali right now. We in San Diego.
Right now. Hold on. And we got the rundown for you. I just gotta find the paperwork. I gotta find it. Here we go. Let's get to it. We got a lot to run through. And a lot to go through. And like I said, this is SP Hustle Hard. And what we do is we hustle to keep you in tune. That's what we do.
Also, you got to let them know about what they about to see.
Oh.
So we didn't go live in Mexico, but he do got a lot of footage. And when my son chop it up,
hey, listen, I really couldn't go live like that because it was so much going on.
Was your service good there?
Oh, yes. The service was beautiful.
Okay. All right.
The service was beautiful. But we're going to start with this. Listen, everybody, Trump telling NBC to fire Steph Myers because of something that he said about him.
About Trump.
Yeah, about Trump. So he want basically NBC to fire him. So the people that own NBC is Comcast, and Comcast is trying to get in good favors with Trump.
Right?
Because of they don't feel they want to talk bad about him or say anything that's going to get them in trouble.
Right.
So what they saying is that, okay, look, Comcast, they basically want to kiss his butt.
Right.
So you basically can't say nothing negative, or basically it's like you don't have free speech.
Right.
So what they want to do is get rid of the board. And I don't think it's right because all he's doing is speaking his mind, giving his opinion. And
so saying he works for the news.
No, he's like a late night show, like Jimmy Kimmel and the other guy. And so they have late night shows. So
what I want to know too is who owns NBC?
Comcast.
Who owns Comcast? Like we got to get over those umbrellas.
Now we getting deep.
Who's the CEO of all of it? Like Google owns Alphabet Inc. Alphabet.
Yeah, all right. The whole situation.
There's so much umbrellas to where they probably own the local supermarket in your area, but you don't know because they own so much. Those stuff owns so much stuff. No stuff. So when you see who owns it, it'll be like Walmart owns it. When you see who owns Walmart, they own it.
Right.
So yeah, who owns NBC? I just want to see because if the guy gets fired, that will tell you a lot. Like who's on Trump's team that owns it?
So here it is. The dude that pushing to get Seth Meyers fired is the guy from the FFC that Trump hired. I forgot.
I thought that you said it was not.
Trump put the word out like, yo, he should be fired. I want him fired type talk. So, and what's going on is that the guy that he got from the FFC that I can't get his name, but he hired this guy that basically censoring a lot of stuff that everybody.
And that right there is. And I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
That right there is wild, right? Because Trump, MAGA, and all of the Republicans, and including us too, a lot of folks, we're with freedom of speech.
Right.
So my thing is, Trump, I don't think that you should be following these trends of, okay, let's cancel them.
Right.
When you're speaking free speech, when all of your followers are like, no, don't censor no one, cancel culture, no. So, but now it seems like everyone wants freedom of the right to bear arms or freedom of speech. But when it's against you, then you want to enter it.
Right.
So it seems like everyone kind of low key wants to ban that, but it's like I don't think that he should follow that around. I don't think that.
Right. I feel that he shouldn't either because You know,
yeah, it's like let them report. You know, it's always going to be good news and bad news.
Exactly.
They're talking about you still.
They're going to be They listen, Trump. One thing you got to understand, they talked about Jesus, and we ain't gonna put you in that category, but they talked about Jesus too. So, regardless of what, people gonna have positive opinions of you, and people gonna have bad opinions of you. It just so happened that a lot of people have negative opinions, period. And they're going to continue to have negative opinions because the way things is going, the way things are steering, right? You understand? And so,
1 second, go
ahead. So the way things is going about is that
just do 10 more minutes.
Bless. So where we at with it is that you have people that just is not jacking it. And everybody is not going to agree with what you say. And that's something that needs to be understood. But he ain't going to understand that. And he ain't going to respect that. At the end of the day, he feels like you shouldn't say nothing bad about him, period.
Yeah, but no, because guess what? He said everything bad about Obama when Obama was in office. And he was never president. So but still, Obama, he kept saying, show me your passport. Show me that you're a citizen. You were born over there, this and that. Right. So my thing is, I don't want him to do that. Even though, if you ask me, does he have the right to do that? I think so. Right. He has the right and the voice to be able to, because that's what they were doing to him. Right. So you can't be like, oh, Trump, you shouldn't do this, but he'll be like, yo, that's what they did to me, so I can I? He got the right to, and I just think he should just keep it player. Right. It's like, all right, go ahead, talk. He's still in that seat. Right. And he can't run for a third term. Right. And I don't believe when I don't think so, bro. Yeah, I don't think he's going.
Me personally, at the end of the day, I don't even think his own base going to vote for him. He's going to go.
Yeah, but even bro, I don't care if they liked him and rode with him. A third term is not in the Constitution. So you would have to go through the Supreme Courts and all of that shit to pass that. They're not going to pass that.
Well, we'll see. Well, that's something that we will remain to be seen. Right. But
I mean, as far as him trying to kill someone, I don't think.
Because he says some funny shit. Yeah,
and I got some good Trump news. What about the dude who he said, I'm glad that he's dead?
The Mueller.
Mueller.
Yeah, Mueller, whatever his name was. That was crazy though. Come on, I'm not gonna jack and say that's cool to speak or pop, say something goofy about somebody that passed because he was doing his job. Period. Right. So my thing is, why would you go ahead and say all that? But then again, that's what his base want to see. And you got people in his base that's really crazy like that. You understand? Right. And look at that as something as, oh, he's this, oh, he's speaking his mind. No, that's goofy. Hands down. I don't care what nobody say. The boy Mueller, whatever his name was doing his job.
It was so what I feel as though, and why he said that, because I guess the dude Mueller was talking about Charlie Kirk and Charlie Kirk's death. Right. So once again, I think what Trump plays, and this is a good card to play, because you're always going to be right. Right. The reflection card.
No, he's not going to always be right.
No, you're always going to be right when you're playing the reflection card. If someone does something, I'm doing it back.
But the guy never said that, oh, this is good, that he should be, that he's...
To be real, I don't know what he said about Charlie Kirk.
No, he didn't say nothing like that.
A lot of folks said he said it was fake or...
That's a lot of people said. He didn't ever get on the news or anything like Trump did and said that...
I mean, no. Listen, I'm not saying that Trump is right for saying I'm glad that he's dead, but I guarantee in Trump, I don't think Trump said it. The Secretary of Defense somebody said, but well, Trump said it on his Twitter, but someone got like live up there and said it. But my thing is, if he's saying that, I guarantee. Now, one thing we probably got to do is look up what Frank Mueller was saying that Trump said that.
His name wasn't Frank.
Or not Frank. I'm thinking about rap songs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was a mural, something like that. We know.
But my thing is, I guarantee YouTube is already on it, and they clipped some shit that he said.
Right. I'm willing to bet they did. But you know what?
I'm gonna look it up now.
Right.
As we talk.
As we talk. So while you looking that up, we're gonna get right there. Yo, Trump, leave Seth Meyers alone and leave all let them talk. Oh, nobody is not gonna everybody's not gonna like you. I don't care how you draw it up, how you dress it up. Not everybody gonna like you or agree with you, bro. You the president, you doing your thing, you running down on it, you're doing what you do. And everybody ain't gonna agree with it, and everybody is not gonna like it. So it is what it is, and just roll with the punches. Nobody and everybody is not gonna like you, period. Yo, so check this out. Microwave weapons.
Okay.
So those are something okay, in Cuba, a lot of agents and United States workers was over there in the embassies and whatnot, and they was feeling funny because they was like, yo, why am I feeling dizzy? Why am I feeling like this? Because they got now. So what United States agents went undercover, and they caught this microwave weapon from Russian gangsters, because most of the parts is from Russia and some, and Cuban back then when the United States had an embassy there. A lot of people was feeling.
They don't. Oh, actually. Okay.
So, and this is the type of weapon that goes through windows, go through plywood, and it's like something they point and they just.
Is it like energy, or is it an actual physical thing that goes through it?
It's like energy. It's like some microwave energy type stuff.
Wait, hold on. So speaking on that, have you ever seen the joint that they tested on via ships? It's a beam.
Right, it's something like that.
It can cut, like it's from far, like on a ship, they had a beam and it cut through something.
Right.
Just all the hotness, electricity, it just cut right through it.
But this one is more so if it messes with your head.
Yeah, that's probably what they did in Venezuela. Remember when the Venezuela army, I guess it was Cubans who was guarding them, but the Venezuelan army dudes was like, we don't know what it was, but they did it and we couldn't hear or see nothing.
But you understand?
I believe those are like the supersonic episodes.
It was something. It was a microwave weapon, what they calling it. It was something to that effect. But the Cubans, they did that to the people that was in the U.S. embassy, and
the Cubans did that.
Yeah, because it was some people. No, look it up. It was people that was in the U.S. embassy before they closed it down. Feeling weird. It was feeling
microwave weapons are directed energy weapons that emit high power focused radio frequencies, energy to disrupt, damage, or destroy electronic systems, primarily used. So microwave weapons on humans.
Right.
Okay.
But see, this they was using on humans though. And it's kind of
designed to affect humans, do exist primarily as non-lethal directed energy. So if they're non-lethal, I think that's what they did.
They do have effects.
No, that effect I can do that on you and then rush you.
Right, because you be stagnant.
And I think that's what the U.S. did to
Venezuela. And they had some high-powered shit. They was able to decapacitate them, put them into a state where they like, damn, what the fuck? And
nigga, they decimated them. But they said that they killed them all.
Yeah.
There was no U.S. casualties.
Yeah.
And the Cubans were protecting the Venezuelan president.
And they put them out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever they used, that thing was high power. So what they say now is that 60 Minutes, they did a research and footwork, and they found out that a lot of undercover agents, was buying the microwave weapon
in Cuba.
No, buying it from the Russian gangsters. They was in Russia. I guess because all the parts of from what I'm understanding,
basically it's like the cartels in Mexico. The gangsters in Russia fuck with the government.
Right.
The cartels are the gangsters. They fuck with the government.
So this was a little bit more sophisticated, but they had somehow those certain gangsters had those weapons, and they was able to purchase them. And I'm pretty sure the United States got them, and they tinkering with them.
What they did, they perfected them.
Right. Say like that.
Remember how the the gunpowder came from the Japanese, from the shows that they threw and all that. Right. Then they modernized it as a weapon.
Right. And just how they did with the Iran drones when they was using it in Ukraine, and they used it again.
And then they learned it.
They see, you tweaked it, made it better, and this is what we're going to use now. But
speaking of that,
and speaking of that,
the defensive secretary or the secretary of defense just asked the United States people for $200 billion to fund the war, even though they said it's not a war.
Man,
they want $200 billion more. So we can't pay for healthcare. We can't pay for homeless.
That's the crazy
part. $200 billion more, bro. That's coming from us.
Son, this is what I don't understand.
Hold on, last year they gave
I gotta get a break on this.
Hold on, listen. Last year they just gave Israel $8 billion.
Listen, my God. This is what I don't understand, right? This is what I can't understand, right? Bring it, This is what I can't understand, right? Now we can do it right here. This is what I can't understand, right? This is what I can't understand. Excuse me, people, but this is what I can't understand. I have to take a shot on that because I can't understand how we can ask for 200.
You gotta sit down. Come on, go.
I'm going to sit down.
Who's we? They're asking us. So they're asking we.
It's definitely not us. It's definitely not me. But they asking for $200 billion, and we cannot pay for health care, homelessness.
Wait, hold on. How did the homeless look here?
Oh man, son, this is a beautiful spot.
And it's not everywhere, but even on a beach, it's homeless.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this.
But we need it, bro. Just like Pac said, you could pay for wars, but can't pay for the poor.
Right.
That still is so relevant today.
And you know what's crazy? And you know, and the harper on that, you asking for $200 billion, but you can't pay the TSA to do their job.
Hot damn.
You can't pay the TSA to do their job, but they can ask for $200 billion to buy a missile.
But hold on. Guess what? They're asking.
They're gonna get it.
Hold on.
They're gonna get it.
Hold on. They're asking because we gotta pay for it, but they're not really asking. They're telling us because we don't have no say so if they get it or not.
No.
So who are they asking? They're not asking us.
They ain't asking us.
Hold on. Ain't no one called my phone. Ain't no one send me a letter.
Because I'm gonna be like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Because I can barely.
How much was gas when you just?
Gas is crazy.
What did the number look like?
Listen, one spot. This is facts. One spot was like $6. Then another
6 and 27 cents.
And then I seen another spot was $5.50, and I'm like, what? I would rather walk or take the train before.
We driving everywhere. We really outside, but this is a fact. That's straight up. What's that? The straight up Hamas.
The straight up Hamas or whatever.
Bro, that's causing us to what's. And now Trump and them is asking everyone, the European Union, everyone, can y'all help us keep this strait open? So this is a war that we're winning in all of this, but we still need help from other people to help. Bro, this shit is crazy. And they need $200 billion.
You know why? Because them goddamn missiles, 2-3 million. I'm just going to say on average 2-3 million.
Wait. To be real, if the U.S. needed shit and they didn't have the money, I think that they can force companies to do it and they'll pay them on the back end.
Yeah, I think so too.
Those companies, I guarantee, okay, we'll let you do this, but if we really need it, you'll have to produce it.
You know what?
But hold on, some of them, it says take years to produce them.
And some of them they already got the missiles made. Them joints is already made.
They're just
not giving them up until they get that big.
Also, a lot of U.S. allies, I guarantee, in their countries, they have a lot of missiles already pre-made. That the U.S. can just get that. Yo, give us that.
Right.
Just like how Russia, that the U.S. said, or we think that Russia and China is sending Iran.
I believe it. I believe it.
So all of the U.S., the U.S. could ask Europe or this let us get something, and they're like, oh, here, boom.
I believe.
And then they just give everyone everything on their back end because that's our debt.
Right. I believe that.
But they're going to take it out of us. They're going to take it from us, bro.
But yeah, they're going to get that money.
Where's the 2,000 that we were supposed to get from Trump?
Hold on. We're moving fast, but let me say this. One, people, that 200, listen, y'all got to make it make sense. 200 billion? We can't even afford,
bro, we can't even afford to, we live
for. And the crazy
groceries.
And the crazy part, you got the farmers.
We good, but we not good.
Listen.
You feel me?
We're not good. We don't even go.
No,
you 200 billion, man.
Man. So what I'm saying is we are living okay. But hold on.
No, we're not.
Wait, hold on.
No,
we come from an era where we was living great.
Right.
So what we're doing now, of course, we're living sad. And we're getting by, but we still make the best out of everything, nigga. We was just in Mexico, our best life.
You gotta make.
We can do that, but just know it's not how it was. It's bad.
It's
bad.
Far from bad.
It's bad
because people don't understand. Like as time goes on, it's like it's getting worse. Okay, the shit was. They was crying about the Biden administration and the food. Look where food is at now. Look where beef costs.
But still, remember when Biden and them was just in eggs. A carton of eggs was like $12.
Where is it at now? There was no goddamn $12.
It was okay. You can go to some places. At least $9. A carton of eggs.
When? Where?
Just a couple months ago. No, not a couple months ago. A year ago. A year and change ago.
Trump was in office.
Bro, I could look it up.
Trump was in office a year ago. I don't never.
Bro, hold on, wait, look it up. Oh no, I'm gonna say this. When were eggs?
We ain't gonna give the people wrong information. Like I'm telling you right now, if you look back at when Biden was in office until now, you will see the discrepancies. I'm just going to say it like that.
Egg prices reached or exceeded $9 per dozen in select U.S. locations. Hold on, wait. But we're here, particularly California. In late 2024, early 2025. This record high was driven by severe outbreaks that caused widespread supply shortages. But remember, at the end of Biden's term, remember when the eggs reached so high, bro, and carry the gas in eggs.
Okay, so where's the gas and the eggs at now?
The eggs are cheaper, but the gas is very high because of all of that straight up.
Listen,
bro,
period. I'm gonna say it like this.
Listen, this is too much to say, but let me tell you, folks. I think all of this is a play. Everything. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Everything is a play. Hold on. Listen. That's like if me and you friends, right? Mm-hmm. And we around a lot of folks, but we want to play off something. It's like, yo, bro, act like I'm doing this.
Right.
Bro, come on, bro. Act like I'm doing this so that I could get her to a goal. Yo, bro, is we leaving? Don't we gotta go home? All right, cool. Now we can just leave a girl like, all right, yo, we just gotta go.
Right.
I think that they playing with us like that. Like, yo,
I believe it.
Hold on. Let's sacrifice a couple people. All right, cool. But we really playing.
Right.
Let's cause the prices to go up over here because they got money in Kuwait.
Right.
They got money in all these Middle Eastern countries.
Right.
Tucker Carlson, who's against Trump now. Wait.
I gotta tell you. Go ahead.
Kuwait just paid him, I believe, like $100 million plus.
Who?
Tucker Carlson. And that's what I'm saying.
All right, we good.
Hold on. And his money is over it, bro. Him and Trump got paid, and they're putting their money in Kuwait banks.
Yeah, because I don't think.
Why? Hold on. Why though?
Because The government here can't touch it when they get out of office, and when shit get crazy, there's no trace.
Also, remember, wait, who was the country who gave Trump the brand new plane?
Saudi Arabia, if I'm not.
No, I don't think that was.
Yeah, I think it was Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
the Prince of Saudi Arabia, one of them. They gave
I think it was more by Kuwait.
Take that plane when you know that thing is bugged.
You don't think that he had everyone go through that plane?
Man,
come on,
I'm gonna give a good who you had go through that plane. I'm gonna give that to the kids. Let them talk crazy.
I've never seen him fly in a jet.
Yeah. I wouldn't even fly in it yet.
Sorry. Kuwait, no. Qatar is the one that got their money in.
Yeah.
So Tucker Carlson and Trump got their money in and they paid them. Qatar.
So it's not. Hold on. So we apologize about that. It's not Kuwait. It was Qatar.
And also,
they got their money.
Qatar ruling family offered a gift of luxury Boeing 747 to United States President Trump to use as Air Force One during his second term.
He's not going to use that. He's not going to.
But they gave him a plane. And guess what? They're putting all their money over there.
Yeah. They ain't going
to. From Venezuela oil, right? Mm-hmm. Guess how much Trump just put into Qatar to their banking system?
Oh, man.
$500 million.
Yeah. And I feel sorry for the Venezuelan people. But anyway, back to that $200 billion. Listen, I'm just gonna say this, people.
He ain't doing shit.
One, that's one. Two,
I mean, I wish that we could.
Why we can easily come up with $200 billion and we can't even take care of it. And it's supposed to be about make America great.
Bro, guess what? We should have free daycares.
$200 billion, son.
Hold on, wait. And I don't want to. I don't want to.
But then again, it's not even
throw you off. But what I'm about to say, you're about to like what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
So today, when we went to the dollar store,
right,
in the CVS,
right,
who did we see, and what did she want us to sign a petition for?
Oh,
that's what we need to be having free.
Oh,
we just witnessed
for the people.
Yeah, we just went to the dollar store, and there was a girl outside asking us to sign petitions for EBT to make sure that the families get EBT here.
And that's crazy. But yet,
why shouldn't we have that free? But if we can give to war $200 billion,
we can't give the people, and you know,
wait, other people get it free.
And we ain't gonna stay with that.
No, there's more than that. Canada, healthcare is free. A lot of Americans go there. So how is healthcare free in Canada but not here?
Because you know why? We are living in a capitalist country.
I believe that Canada is capitalist.
No, but Canada is a different type of...
But they formulated a way to give their citizens free healthcare.
Right.
And it's good healthcare.
Right.
Like we're in the U.S.
Right.
In the U.S., bro, healthcare to me is we do, and we tell you to come back maybe every other year or this or that. Unless you got something that's wrong with you.
Right.
Then come back and then we're listening. And even what I've learned is, even when you're doing the healthcare thing, you know, like say if you got something wrong with you, and doctors, they discriminate based off you. Even like for certain, so for surgeries, I hear that they be getting like, you know, like just records on who you are, what's your job or this or that, just to see, okay, like should we work on?
They basically want to know if you got insurance. They don't care about who you are, what you are. No, listen.
If you're someone, you're gonna have insurance.
Yeah, of course. If you're someone and you got a job.
But yes, I give it you what you need. If they're looking at a black man with a gunshot wound,
and he ain't got no insurance.
And they got medical surgery that costs. That's precision, and that they got. I think that you're not gonna survive. I don't think that they're gonna waste their time. Like, yo, we gotta play. What's that game with their ER?
Operation.
Yeah, like we gotta really pay. Wait, we gotta play that in order to. The hospital has a budget, so the ER surgeons can even make that come to them more of, or operating. So once their budget, okay, we only got a certain amount of these. Do we want to waste it on this gunshot wound victim, black nigga mad tats, gang tats, and then we got to really operate and waste the money? Bro, they're gonna let you die.
Listen,
and they're gonna tell everyone, yo, we charter. No, bro.
Let me say this: I don't really think it's so much more.
I'm not saying that that's not in Canada. But yeah, in the U.S., bro.
I don't think it's in Canada, but let me say this. I don't think it's even any more about the color of a person's skin now.
I'm not saying that it's color. I don't care if you're a trailer park person. This trailer park dude.
I believe if you
don't care.
If you ain't got insurance, you're gonna get minimum.
True. Okay, so I will go with that. Whoever has the best insurance, you're gonna get the best care.
It's not even about best.
Nah, best.
I mean,
hold on. Let's say if everyone's insurance pays for the operation.
They still that's what they care about.
But the budget still is you got to stay within this, because you know even like the cops got to get a quota. So a doctor got to stay in a budget. Okay, we ordered this much life-saving things for serious operations. Next year we can order more, but we only got this amount. And they got a certain amount of patients. They're gonna choose the best ones. Okay, who deserves to live more? Who's been paying more homage to society? Who can fix society? Who got a better lesson? Versus if you're a gang member, you're a trailer park dude, and then that's a doctor, that's maybe a nurse, or like someone who got,
I feel you.
We're gonna operate better on these people because they're contributing to society more. Whereas though this is just someone who's from like a ghetto area. We're not really you're not our priority. And I'm not saying that everyone does that. But what I'm saying is that I did see a documentary on that. Same thing as sports. Sports, they cheat. We can go into everything.
We going on. But listen, let me say this, people. We gotta understand. If they can ask for 200 billion,
not million,
we ain't talking about. We talking about 200 billion.
So basically, 500 billion more makes $250 billion. So they want a quarter. So they want a quarter. Basically, we're 50 billion off. But 200 million is 50 billion off of $250 billion.
And that's
keep a word that they said that they're winning. Remember,
we're gonna get to that part about the winning. Let me say this.
Hold on. Trump Ben said, we decimated all of their nuclear program. Wait, hold on. So why do you need 200 million if you already killed all the nuclear programs? And that's on YouTube, on everywhere.
And that's the crazy
They asked him, like, didn't y'all say he decimated? They said, yeah.
And that's the crazy
So why we going to war?
So this is what
y'all just ain't want them to get a nuclear, so they can't if y'all decimated.
You took out the nuclear and all that. So do you say? So why?
Bro, that's why they they were over there. They were only over there to disrupt the nuclear. So if y'all took it out already, why do we need the 200 billion now?
And that's my point. And why? And my other point is, I can't understand. We live in a great country as we live in, but yet we can come up with 200 billion like that.
From us
taxpayers.
My thing is us who are paying their money.
And that's
what you think us would rather pay to shit that benefits us.
And we're supposed to be making America great again.
But they are saying the war is going to benefit y'all because it's going to keep America free. America's not free right now.
Free from who? It's not a threat.
At all. But
North Korea is more of a threat.
No,
yes, they is. North Korea is more of a threat than Iran.
No.
What? North Korea got nuclear weapons.
Nah. Listen.
Oh my God, people, you know
this? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying as far as
you saying North Korea is not more of a threat than Iran?
So what I'm saying is that
hold on. Is North Korea more of a threat?
Listen, Iran and all the Muslim states, right?
Go ahead.
They can, and they have, right? Mm-hmm. They can infiltrate us. They can come in here and infiltrate us. Not only that, they've been doing cyber wars.
Right.
So computer wars.
Right. Yeah. They did.
North Koreans can't.
Skystar or whatever.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, they did just took that.
North Koreans can't come in here and infiltrate.
Why they can't?
If the United States sees a North Korean passport,
so they's not going to come in here with a North Korean.
So then they got to make fake ones.
That's what they specialize in. They
cool.
specialize in that shit.
Cool. All right, cool. But that's what I'm about to say.
But my thing is, North Korea is more of a threat than Iran is. You was not going to.
I don't.
North Korea, believe me.
Iran is a religious threat.
All right.
That's tougher than.
No, listen.
Wait, hold
They
on.
don't got nuclear weapons.
No, wait. How much threats have hold on? How many threats have nuclear have North Korea caused yet? None.
Right. But they
only Muslim country.
Listen, but they steady testing. North Korea.
Everyone tests.
Okay. But listen to me. North Korea is more of a threat than Iran. Even Joe Kent, before he resigned, the counterterrorism dude that was under Trump, that Trump put in, and he was a mega supreme racist out of, and you got this guy resigned.
You're talking about no, that is the secretary of
no. Joe, he was the counterterrorism. He was the dude.
Yes, he was the okay. Yes,
he told
resigned and said that we don't have a war with Iran.
He said Iran is not a threat. He said we are going to war for Israel.
But what I'm saying is that North Korea is not a threat. They haven't been.
What I'm saying is you missing what I'm saying.
Muslims countries are more of a threat.
Let me say this. I'm saying North Korea is more of a threat than Iran.
I don't think so, bro.
Yes, they is. North Korea.
Do you want to know that? The reason why I'm telling you that they're not, right?
Listen.
Wait, why would Israel go after Iran before North Korea?
Because they're a little bit different. They're a little bit further out. They want to smoke.
The United States is further than Israel is to North Korea.
No. Israel is right there in the Middle East. See, it's the geographic.
North Korea is closer to the Middle East than the United States.
Listen, Iran is closer to Israel than North Korea is.
Listen, what I'm saying is that.
So Iran is.
Hold on, listen. Go ahead. What I'm saying is, if North Korea is a big threat to the United States, right? They know that the United States and Israel are like this, right? North Korea is closer to Israel than the United States.
Iran is more closer.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying. So you're proving my point.
No, I'm not. How am I?
What I'm saying is that you're saying that North Korea is more of a threat.
Right. They are.
Right.
To the United States. I'm not talking about Israel. I'm not talking about Israel.
If you're a threat to the United States, you're a threat to Israel. That's why I said, bro, they're in bed. Yes.
I'm not talking about Israel. I'm not even talking about
They're not more of a threat. That's why they're going after Iran. Iran is more of a threat.
You know why Iran is a threat to Israel?
If North Korea is closer to Iran, which it is, the United States would be on the ass having monitoring them.
No,
if there was a threat, if there was a threat, you just said that they're more of a threat.
They are, and you know why? You know why the United States is not on North Korea's ass? Because
this is why I love this show. Listen, we do not agree.
Right.
We agree to this.
You know what?
You will agree at the end.
Listen. You know why? United States is not going to go at North Korea as they go at Iran, because North Korea is not going to have that. They will press a button and they will send all types of South Korea and Japan and all the countries.
Bro, Iran is more aggressive than North Korea.
No, fuck no.
So why are we attacking them?
Listen, let me say this. Let me say this.
I love his opinion.
Before Joe Kent put in his resignation.
Bro, they're attacking Iran. They're not attacking North Korea.
Let me finish, because you know why? North Korea is a little distance off. Let me finish. And they don't want, that's the DM zone. Do you know they don't want to destabilize that with North Korea and South Korea? But anyway, let me say this. Joe Kent, before he resigned, he said that they did not pose no imminent threat. They was in the process of a negotiation with the Israel took him out along with the Ayatollah and all that. They just shrugged that. You know why? Because Israel feel the only way they can conquer and take over, because they got all the other Arab countries in line. They already got them in pocket. Little did they.
Some of them, because Trump. Wait. Trump's latest interview, right?
Right.
They was like, yo, Israel was hitting targets in other countries. And Trump said, no, they hit a refinery, an oil refinery
in Iran.
And Trump said, I don't know why they're doing that, but I'm talking to them. And I told them, do
And
not do that. Do not do that.
You know, not only the crazy part of them asking for $200 billion.
But I think that Israel's like, don't do that. We're gonna do it.
They're gonna
and you're not gonna do shit.
Yeah. Because
bro, if they do it again and Trump doesn't do anything,
you know why Trump ain't gonna do nothing?
No, Trump is in their pocket.
No, it's not that he's in their pocket. It's that
I used to fuck with Trump.
They got something on.
Which means he's in their pocket.
I understand it, but they got
and bro, I used to fuck with Trump. And bro, remember the lady was with Trump for 20 years. She was the MAGA. Right. She said MAGA and Trump are this far.
Green Teller?
She was like a young white girl.
Yeah, Margaret Green Teller.
She was like, yeah, Trump supporters or MAGA supporters, they're the farthest thing away from Trump. They would not go him in and again everything he's doing. Because hold on, America first. Right? Mm-hmm. For black folks, it may sound good, but for white folks, America first meant, nigga, we thriving again.
Yeah, we back in this. We going back. But
black folks, listen, us, we looking at it like, yo, this is fucked up. No, white folks is really like, nigga, you promised us to get back on top again. And the white folks ain't get back on top. No. They mad as shit.
Because you know why? You ain't a billionaire. You ain't a multi-billionaire or billionaire.
And remember what we kept saying, this ain't even about color, it's about class.
It's about class.
If you're in the
middle class, so we're going to get back to that. But what I'm saying, back to what we was talking about, that $200 billion is out of pocket. One, because we can come up with that $200 billion ASAP to fund a war to help another country so they can gain position in the Middle East. That's all it's about. Because what's stopping Israel from being that top dog in the Middle East? Because they got all the other Arab countries in line. They got them in pocket. Yeah. No, only country they don't got in pocket.
Remember what we were talking about?
Listen,
Israel's doing a deal with Uganda now.
Right.
They're about to be in there.
Yeah. And that's that.
Bro, they got everything in pocket. Bro, Israel. So what I was telling him about earlier, originally, Israel project, they were going to have Israel and Uganda in Africa, but they chose the Middle East. But now they're trying to bring young teenage farmers to Uganda to farm with Ugandan teens and build the community.
Then what they're gonna do is they're gonna brainwash them. That's how it starts. You integrate with them, brainwash them, fuck their mind up, and make them believe the goofiness. And now here you got them believing the bullcrap.
Right.
And now here it is. They don't even like their own stuff. They don't even like their own history no more because they fallen in line.
Right.
And now here it is. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's not all the Jewish people. That's the sad part. Not all of them.
No, hell no.
Because it's not all of them that's with that.
Right.
Because they see, a lot of them see it, but it's only but so much they can do.
Right.
You understand? It's not all Jewish people. And it's, one that's the Zionist.
No.
That's full flood.
I like a lot of my Jewish friends.
Right.
And not only that, Jewish folks, right? They will hire you. And I ain't gonna lie, they know how to get to some money. That green piece of paper, they know there's something about them that we're too far behind to like catch up so far.
Why we too far behind? Because they took so much from us.
Who's them?
The United States.
Who funded the slave trade?
The Jews, but they helped in the background, and they
were in the background. Everyone in the front, they held it back from us.
Right. What they took from black people, right? Back then, it's worth trillions of dollars today.
Of course.
And just imagine if they never took that,
right?
Where we would be.
Right.
And this is why we are so frowned upon.
But guess what?
What?
So once again, and I even said this on the first episodes, right?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
We can't make excuses of where we could have been, where we should have been. Because that's like kind of making excuses for yourself. Like, damn, if I wouldn't have did this, it's like, that's not going to help you. So where are we going to go now? Where are we going to go? Because just like I talked about you the other day, who was on the front line with Martin Luther King marching for equality and for the civil rights bill. Right. The Jews did.
But yeah.
Hold on, and who benefited more than that?
Who
was the face of that? Martin Luther King, the Jews and them listening. So my thing is, why ain't y'all extend a hand like, yo, we're about to, because my thing is, if you're marching with Martin Luther King, and that's how I know that they funded him.
Right.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
They funded him because if we're marching with you and you play in the background, but then when it come time to sign bills, you in the front and we in the back.
Right.
And you don't even say, you know, we signed this for us both.
Because you know what?
That's
not
fair.
They was diabolical.
That's not fair.
And they was thinking ahead while we was thinking back.
Wait, they is, or they was, or they still are?
They still are, and they was, and they is, and they still is.
So my fault. Once again, we're not saying all Jews, and of course, I got some Jewish dudes that I fuck with.
Oh no,
I got Jewish employers that do they pay a lot of money.
One thing I want people to understand:
these Zionist folks is basically the ones that I'm talking about. The ones who is on some fuck y'all, we about to.
Yeah.
It's like nah.
Well, let me say this. One thing I want people to understand: this right here, SP Hustle Hard. We hustle to keep you in tune. We are not here to lie or bash any religion, anyone, or what they believe in.
But we gonna speak our minds.
But we're
gonna correct each other.
And we're gonna have our opinion. Like, I don't agree with everything that Trump's doing, but hey, he's the president. This is what
bro, listen, any other country, when the president comes, you still got to have some kind of respect for the president. Right. And I'm not saying that you got to like everything that he says.
Right.
But you should at least respect that, because they're being looked at in the whole world. Right. So our country is great.
No. I mean, our country is great.
Bro.
He's not being respected by...
Hold on. Wait.
If you don't think for 1 minute that they clowning him...
Yeah, but bro, all right. So me, I still think everything should be still kept in-house, right? And hold on, I'm not saying that, oh no, like, you know, they shouldn't be, but as the president is in office and we're trying to do what we're doing, especially if we're not gonna fix what we think that we can fix, like, no, y'all can't get money. Hold on, no. But listen, my thing is, I think that we should show some kind of respect. Because we're looking at as a whole nation, right?
No.
You were just in Mexico.
Right. Imagine
if we keep or whatever, and then our country gets like that. You would not like that.
Right.
You would like to live in a country like that. So my thing is, by our country being our country, at least, okay, like, you know, folks can talk shit about. My thing is, we do have to have some kind of level of respect. Now, if he's in the Epstein files, everything goes.
Oh, he's definitely in the Epstein file.
I'm saying it's a possibility.
He's definitely in the Epstein file. But before we get deep into all of that, I want to say this. The 200 billion, in my opinion, and my thoughts on that, is that it's out of pocket, because we can ask for 200 billion to pay for war and the bombs and the missiles, because that's all it's meant for, and that line somebody's pocket. To lines.
Bro, I just heard earlier what we kept saying. The war and all of this shit is money laundering. Hold on. Wait, listen. Imagine if you can get a loan, right? Or you can get people to give you money. Mm-hmm. And you're a sleazeball, or you just listening. Right. Let's say if like a bank be like, yo, okay, we're gonna give you 200 grand.
Right.
For your home loan.
Right.
But you like, okay, I know the realtor, they only want 150 grand to put down, boom.
Right.
You could finagle something to where you give them the 200 grand, they write you a check for 50 grand, now you pocket 50.
Right.
But you give the realtor and everyone, and everyone's paid and everyone's happy, and you walk away with some of that alone. I think that's what's going on with the war.
Right.
So the war, they probably might need maybe 200 million, or even maybe $1 billion.
We're gonna say $1 billion.
Okay, but they're asking for 2. Yeah. So now that two,
for the stars.
That 2
is for the stars.
That 2 is going into everyone's pockets, and then a lot of it is going into reserve.
Yeah, of course.
Just for the.
You know where that money's going? Whoever puts up that bread to vote him in, or
bro, that's what they're. If you think that the whole 2 million is going towards bombs and war,
200 billion.
If you think that the whole 200 billions is going towards only bombs and war, niggas' pockets is getting greased. Niggas' pockets is getting literally Vaseline all in your pockets.
Baby oil.
Your pockets is P. Diddy.
Yeah. Greased baby oil.
Paid nicely, handsomely.
Because ain't no way.
Can you agree though?
And you know what?
Not all of that money is going there.
And you know what else is crazy?
Come on, bro.
How? I don't understand. Okay, this is what I don't understand. We at war, so-called war with Iran.
Now we are, bro. If the government's asking for 200 to fund the war. Bro, where? And you said that there's boots on the ground now.
They no.
You said
these are marine expeditions.
But are they on the ground in Iran?
2,200.
Are they in Iran on the ground?
Not yet. They're
on standby.
Standby. I think they're going to be used more so.
That you said earlier.
That's what's happening. They just was sent out. But I think it's being more so used as to help the Strait of Hamas or whatever. I think they are being more so used in that strength, not to be in there to go topple the resistance.
But my thing is, bro, do you think a whole full-out war can happen right there on that strait? Because my thing is, if they're sending Marines there and they're asking everyone to...
I think it'll be dangerous because we dealing with drones now. They ain't going to send no submarines or no missiles. I mean, yeah, they may fire missiles. It's easier for them now because now you come right
But
there.
Guess what? If the United States wants to control that, right? They're asking everyone to help them. That means that the United States wants a military base there to control that whole shit. Because if Iran, Iran controls that. Iran controls that. So my thing is, if the United States want everyone to help them and they're sending the Marines there, that means they're trying to take that for themselves. Just hold on, just like the Panama Canal. They want that.
See, the Panama Canal.
I think that there's going to be a fight there.
That's a Caribbean, and plus it's in the U.S.
No, if you look back, the United States gained control. They bullied a country.
Yeah, no, they bullied. They bullied. Yeah,
I can show you, bro. They bullied.
They got them kicking out China. Like, yo, bro, like you gotta go, bro. Like these people talking some heavy power. Yo, so you gotta go. Yeah.
How did the U.S. control the Panama? The U.S. controlled the Panama Canal in 1903.
Yeah.
Supporting Panama's independence from Colombia, securing the perpetual right.
Right.
And they built and operated fortified canals in what's the name, with like soldiers. Yeah. So
what happened was China bought something, but we're gonna get back into that. But the 200 billion.
I'm gonna let you talk about this. Let me go.
So the 200 billion situation is crazy because if we can come up with the money for 200 billion, like 200 billion, you got to make it make sense because here we are. We got the government fighting and going back and forth for simple health care for the American people. That's one. You got the EBT situation, the welfare situation, healthcare situation, just the simple things. But here it is, we can come up with 200 billion. 200 billion. So what did the American people voted for? What? Because it's not making America great. What it is putting America deeper into a situation to whereas it's no more middle class. First and foremost, it's either you have or have not. And with that's being said, it's like it's either soon it's going to be you have, and if you don't have not, you're not in. Period. And the 200 billion we can come up with to fund this war with Iran. And at the same time, we could do that.
It's 5 years and a lot of likes and a lot of.
But the crazy part is, right? We could come up with all this, right? Listen, we could come up with all this, right? But can't understand how the fuck we lift sanctions on Iran to sell oil.
Because that's king. Remember, cotton was king. Cotton was king at first, but oil was king. So remember.
How do we lift sanctions though? And here it is.
No, what's about Russia?
No, Iran too.
And they just released sanctions on Russia for oil. So my thing is, hold on.
I believe you.
Listen,
God, I'm listening.
To build.
Right. Go ahead.
To build these skyscrapers.
Right.
To do all of that.
Right.
What does the machines need? Oil and diesel.
Right.
So they need that to build America. So my thing is, oil, you need cars.
We supposedly is at war with Iran. So why is we lifting sanctions on Iran and they need 200 billion?
So, all right. I'm about to let you know.
Break it down. Okay, give it to me, bro.
So even with Russia, right? Russia and China, they say are funding Iran to help beat us, right?
Right. They don't got no choice because if they don't sell,
wait.
Iran,
no, right.
Then they lose a foothold.
But listen,
in the Middle East.
I'm trying to get to why they still lifted sanctions on Iran, right? So with Russia and even though the United States is like, okay, we know that y'all are funding them, but we still need stuff from y'all.
Right.
So if it was that serious, the United States would say, oh, y'all helping them trying to beat us. Sanctions beat country. Ain't no sanctions being brought. Right. Ain't nothing being brought. Even with Iran, we're going to war, but still, they still have diplomats. Right. Which the diplomats, they're neutral between countries. Okay, right. Even though we're going to war, we're still going to give you this and do trade with this, and we're not going to cut off this.
Right.
Okay, well, let's talk. Well, listen, we need y'all to ease the sanctions or whatever so that we can give y'all oil. Okay, yeah, we'll ease that. While we're still at war, killing each other, you still got the diplomats, which a diplomat is just someone who's neutral.
Right. Supposedly.
Right, but still, they still know how to shake hands and do business.
Right.
Within the war.
Right.
So if the countries at war with each other, we still have diplomats. Those are like the people who know how to talk and get their point across. Right. And it's like, okay, we're at war with each other, we're killing each other, but my country needs oil to produce weapons, and your country needs something too. So, okay, we're still gonna help each other out in that money aspect, but yeah.
That's still high over here though.
Once again, what does that show you? If there's diplomats, while we're at war, while we're at war, we're supposed to hate each other, but we still got people from both countries who are at war to do business.
Right.
That shows you, bro, it's about money.
Right.
They don't care about none of that.
Right.
I'm gonna fund you to help you build your rockets, but you gotta fund on me, and we're still gonna go to a war. But behind the scenes, behind the curtains, the American people don't know that we're doing business to lift sanctions and all of that. So hold on, if the United States is lifting a sanction on Iran while we're at war, do we really not like each other?
It doesn't.
Because wait, bro, if you are my enemy and me and you are going to a war, am I gonna say, maybe we'll speak to our best friends, so our best friends are cool. So now it's like, well, we need some more ammo. Okay, we need more bulletproof vests. Okay, behind the curtains, they shaking hands. Right. They're in front of you, but in front of the face, me and you are still going to war.
This
that don't make sense, though. It's a cahoots.
So listen to this.
Come on, bro.
So basically, what it is, the enemy of my friend is not really my enemy, but he's my enemy because I got to stick up for my friend.
No.
You make it make listen again.
China and Russia.
No, listen to what I'm saying. The enemy of my friend is his enemy, but not really my enemy. But I got to stick up for my friend.
So if you're saying that, so Iran is saying the enemy of my friend, so they're talking about another country.
See, you lost it. Israel. That's our friend. Well,
yes. Right.
You know.
Right.
And they don't like Iran.
Right.
Because Iran been screaming
that stuff.
Israel was crazy. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. A lot of Arab countries gotta also understand that Iran did more killings of Muslims.
Yeah, but why
than any other country? And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yes.
They did more.
But guess what though? That's it. So
I ain't jacking that. I ain't jacking that.
No,
I know what you're gonna say.
So what I'm gonna say is, hold on.
Iran
runs this country based on Sharia law. Hold on.
No, I'm talking about the war, the secret, the
listen,
yeah.
All right, listen, that's cool, but what I'm saying, no, you said Iran.
Right,
so
right.
Iran does, like the whole government is based off of Islamic Sharia law.
And
so wait, that goes by like Iran.
Right.
So what they're doing, especially killing whoever, they're killing them according to the laws of their holy book.
But you still killing Muslims. At the end of the day.
It's by the laws of your holy book.
I'm not jacking
that. To me, in Islamic faith, if you kill a Muslim, you are bound for a hell.
Right, and my point exact. I don't know how there's a clause in that.
I think that there's a clause in that.
But I don't know how to feel
a Muslim is a perpetrator to the religion. Okay,
that part I can jack, but some of them I
don't agree with that shit.
Listen, I'm gonna say like this.
I don't agree with Iran. I don't agree with America.
I don't agree. One thing
I love my country, but fuck that. I do not agree with this shit, and I think that I may not like
what the Zionist people are doing and their beliefs and what they believe in, that they are promised this land. I don't believe that. I believe that whole shit with the Bible is distorted and twisted.
And bro, we can't even say only the Zionists. You know that not the Ethiopians, who's them in Minnesota?
The Somalians.
The Somalians were telling everyone this land was promised to us 3,000 years.
What land?
America, Minnesota, for a fact. That's what the Somalians were saying.
Them boys fooling. But anyway, I don't know what I got to read that Bible or whatever the book they was reading. I got to read that.
The Israel and them, same.
But see, what it is, we'll get back to that part, and we're going to close it out on a 200 billion and move on. The 200 billion. My point is this.
Let me see.
My point is this: with the 200 billion, they was out. That's crazy.
This is crazy.
This is one way, then you gotta read like this.
Yeah. I was doing my homework.
I ain't gonna lie. This is not.
I was doing my homework, and what I'm saying is this: we want to just leave it like that. That 200 billion that they asking for is out of pocket. Period. I don't care if we don't get it. Don't give it to them.
We can't pay
Democrats. I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Democrats bow out and give them that money, I got a problem.
You're in a Democratic state, and we have Gavin Newsom. He's the most worst.
How do you see you really believe so?
Gavin Newsom?
Yeah. You really believe so? I would vote for him. But that's a story for another day.
You're gonna vote for him because you practice
what?
Racial politics. So you vote for like who the black folks are supposed to be.
No, I'm gonna vote for him because who else? Who's better?
So first things first, you can't say that you will vote for him until you look him up.
I will.
They just came to Cali and they said Cali.
What?
Right? The little kid, the white kid, the dude who he went to Minnesota to check out all the fraud going on there.
Right.
They said Cali got Minnesota beat by 3 times.
That boy Nick, that boy Nick. But why you ain't going to these red states?
Hold on. In Minnesota, it was the daycares.
Right.
In Cali, it's hospice. They got mad immigrants doing hospice here. And it's hospice, like before people die.
Yeah.
No, hospice.
Right.
Before they die, they go to hospice.
Right.
So you only got a certain amount of time and then you're about to die.
Right.
They have immigrants having hospice centers here. There's no hospice patients. There's no one there. There's no one in these centers, but it's hospice. And it's billions or hundreds of millions of dollars. So just like Minnesota.
So what that got to do with the governor?
The governor is the one who oversees all of this.
But how could you say that it's on him?
Same thing as Minnesota. They went to all of them.
But
you
know, my thing
there was no kids there.
but my thing is, how would you put the blame on him if he, it's not
Well,
like
the government or the governor grants all of this, and he's supposed to oversee all these ones, and he hires the people to oversee all of these counties.
Okay, that's like me if I run a business, right? I'm the boss, but I'm not got eyes. Okay, I'm making sure this is this and this and this, but
right.
I'm not, I don't know what you may be doing with that money. Oh, that shit is flashing. Your joint, your mic, it went out. Your mic went out.
I think that they might be still here. Okay, here we go. Nick Shirley, fraud exposure in California. California now, okay, here we go.
Right.
So, do you want me to read it?
Yeah, read it.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, snap.
Okay, so I'm about to read it. Look, YouTube content creator Nick Shirley, independent journalist who shined light on alleged child care fraud in Minnesota, has set sights on another Democratic-controlled state, California. His new exposure suggests fraudulent in the Golden State. Anyway, okay. California hospice enrollment has inexplicably risen about 1,000% in recent years. Shirley says he uncovered what he calls 170 million in suspected billings. He looks at some daycare operations too. The said operations appear to be living large by driving California. I think they're really intimidating other people from doing what they know the fraud. So it backfired every day. Recent video in Minnesota posted a link similar. He alleged 110 million in fraud. So basically, what he should say, a lot of folks did not know him because they saw what he did there. Yeah, bro. That's why. There's still 4 and there's 3. What's the?
Yeah, 6 now.
Introduction.
Yeah. Anyway, listen. This is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. Here in the building, boots on the ground. Please like and subscribe. What we do is hustle to keep you in tune. We in the building. You may not like what we say. And you may not agree with us and all that crazy stuff. Oh, we like this and that's your opinion, and I'm not knocking it. And we ain't here, and we're not here to
Sugarcoat
nothing. Yes, we are having an intelligent conversation because this is what people should be having a conversation about, something intelligent.
So what's the next conversation about?
The next conversation that we're going to share, we're going to talk
because
about.
We only got one more.
The next, you know what? I'm going to put this away for now. We want to get this.
One more.
I want to talk about the.
Wait, hold on. Before you talk about it, I just want to give him a shout out. My boy, he kept his word.
And I'm in the building.
He came out here to San Diego. He came to Mexico.
Right.
Listen, what he got in store, he gonna chop it up, all that. He gonna give y'all a lot of raw, unedited footage. And word, nah, bro, that right there was good. You feel me?
Listen.
I got to holler at my friend for a little bit, and he got to show y'all what's going on here.
Real talk. Listen, people. Look, this is what we do. One day at a time, one step at a time. What we trying to do is keep you in tune. So what we want to talk about, what I want to close it out with, yo, Daytona sisters. Oh my God, sisters. So down in Daytona, Miami, they was out of pocket. And I'm not just talking about the sisters. I'm not just talking about the sisters. I'm talking about the young YNs. Y'all is out of pocket, man. Like, yo, they don't even, like, this is why people look like, yo, like, look at black people differently, because you have these YNs and these young chicks going down there on some goofy time.
No, I mean, bro, I would say, right, because
Right.
I remember I was kind of like a YN yesterday, so 2008 and below, I was kind of like a.
Try to talk up a little bit.
Oh yeah, facts. So 2008 and below, I was kind of like a YN, right?
Right.
So my thing is, even with that, I get where they coming from.
No, I don't get that. I don't get that.
No,
Go ahead.
Not the girls. Girls being like that is no.
Right.
But to be like a young black man and being out of town, I cool. But what they're talking about now is the women.
Right.
They're saying that the women are disrespectful, they're rude, they're angry. That's wild. That's wild. If we wasn't like that, maybe we might have been a little aggressive.
Right.
But they can take that.
Right.
But nigga, if you going down to Daytona, Florida, and that's already a spring break, a little bit time.
Right.
They got the choppers, got the bikes and all that.
Right.
Yeah, that means that's kind of like an acre call.
Yeah, son.
Especially if they talking about our women like that.
Son, they was out.
Yeah,
Yo,
and I love our black women.
No, and I love them too, but come on, man.
Yeah, that's
you gotta
how
do better, man.
The young black women, yeah, nah.
You gotta do better. Y'all was out of pocket, period. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all was out of pocket. The YNs was out of pocket. The young black women was out of pocket. Like, y'all go down to other people's states and whatnot, like, thinking like, yo, y'all on goofy time. Like, this is why people...
I'm gonna tell you like this, right?
Go ahead.
Say for like a lot of us black folks.
Right.
Let's say if a lot of white folks came to our town.
No,
but I'm not saying. But let's say if they came to our towns, blasting rock and acting wild.
Right.
We wouldn't like that.
Of course we wouldn't like that.
So I'm saying,
but you see how you see it.
We wouldn't even go or that would be all.
Listen, I can understand that, and that is true.
And that would be very ignorant of them, and we would look at them.
Right, but you gotta understand, a lot is rare. We're gonna keep it a G. It's rare. You want to see white people.
You're never gonna see that.
Yeah,
what what I do was put them in their shoes.
Right.
So step up in their shoes, and if someone comes up in your town, a predominantly black town, starts blasting rock.
Right.
And acting wild and fucking everything up.
Right.
Y'all not gonna like that.
We're not gonna like that. And I agree with that.
So why do it to them if we that's how I say now. But as a young kid though, bro, I'm not gonna lie.
They're young and they
bro, if you young,
they ain't
they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I think that as there's not no shootings, and I don't think there was.
I think it was one they said on a beach or something like that.
All right, if there wasn't a lot of shootings,
no.
Let them
it was just what it was.
Bro, if the black kids be loud, be black, because that's how we are.
No, I'm not jacking it no more.
Wait, all right, bro.
I'm not jacking it no more. No,
you know that. I don't fuck with that.
Right.
I make sure that but my thing is, we not here to make white people comfortable. Because hold on, a white person will make you uncomfortable and not feel no type of way about it. And then we have nigga, don't come around.
When you say it like that, that makes a lot of sense.
How many times have you felt uncomfortable around white folks? And they made you feel, and they made sure that they made you feel
uncomfortable. All right, let me say this.
Right.
When I'm
So
around,
we're not making no
let me say this. When I'm around white folk, I don't care if they white supremacists. I
Me
don't
neither.
care if they skinheads. I'm gonna hold my head up high,
Bro,
and I'm
same.
gonna, I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable.
And wait, and that's not to say, a lot of times I felt very comfortable around white folks. But
Right.
a lot of times I have felt uncomfortable, and they make sure that they make you feel like that.
And me
So my
personally,
thing is, we don't need to make them feel good, and we don't need to make them not feel.
but when I'm,
So the young kids, we know the young kids, they're not as smart as we are, right?
Right,
Hold on,
right.
if me and you and people who are like us
right,
go around a bunch of white Mexicans, of course we're gonna conduct ourselves right.
right.
But if you was a young man, 18,
Hey, you know when I was young like
partying,
that?
having fun.
No, listen, I'm gonna tell you, when I was young like that, even when I was-
White kids
listen,
do that, nigga.
right, and
Come on.
I agree with you.
They act crazy and do all that.
When I was
So
young,
let them act crazy.
I was
As long as they know shit.
I was never on that type of vibe. That's real
See,
talk.
I was.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I'm speaking from me.
Right.
And I was with the white kids,
Right.
with the preppy white kids who came for money. They doing all the bad shit there too.
Right,
But guess what? When they got caught
right,
and they called their moms, they was
Right.
good.
right,
When niggas like me got caught with them, I wasn't good.
right,
That's all money.
right.
And everyone does it. And those kids,
But I'm
and
not-
wait,
but
and
I'm
this
not
ain't to get
condoning
off the
it.
topic.
I'm not gonna
And
condone
they tone the beach. Okay, I know that the black boys tore that shit up.
Right.
But I know that the white boys had their fair share too.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
When the cops patrol the white area, let's say on St. Patrick's Day or any parade or anything, they don't laugh out loud. Versus when they patrol the black area, it's just a little more risk.
Right.
And that's not to make an excuse, but that's just real.
Well,
With the white folks, even we could go through white folks area. See that they tearing up shit like, yo, they crazy.
but
Come to where the black folks, we might be a little more aggressive.
right.
Doing crazy shit. And
I
it's
just,
like,
me personally, I'm just not jacking it. But this is, listen, this is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And what we do here is hustle to keep you in tune. So stay locked in. And we're going to keep it going. This is raw, uncut, and this is us. My boy right here, Blue. We in the building, and I'm SP. Please stay tuned. We in the building, and we only going to get better.
let's go.
Yeah, you're going to see us in the studio soon.